All right, guys, Warren here again with Copeland Small Engine Repair. Welcome back. We got another patient up on the work table and got some cobwebs on it. I mean, it's just funky, but you can tell by looking at the wheels, it's not being used a lot. I mean, there's mud on these wheels, but the plastic treading wore out. It is a personal pace Toro. It looks like we're missing the entire air filter box. Gas tank's bone dry. So let me get this set up on a tripod. We'll squirt a little starter fluid in it, see if it'll pop and run a second to make sure it's not junk. And looks like it's got the auto choke system on it. So we'll see what's going on with this one. We'll get it running and then we'll get us an air filter box and get this one straightened out, see if the self-propel works and all that good stuff. Give me just a minute. Okay, people, let's see if we can get this nasty pig to squeal a little bit. I got some starter fluid. It doesn't have a drop of gas in it. Don't tell me how long this thing has been setting. I'm gonna spray a little starter fluid. We're just gonna see if it'll pop and run a few seconds. Yeah, it wants to. So, where's this over here? Not sure what that's from. Oh, that's a water hose gasket for their quick wash. Alrighty, well, let's get this thing stripped down. Get the carburetor off of it. Man, it is nasty. I usually pressure wash them first, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this one running. And after it's running, we'll give it a bath. Get this cover off of it, out of the way. Automatic choke seems to be fine. I bet that carburetor's funky. Let me get a 3/8, we'll get the carburetor off of it. I need to make a little tool tray to hang off this little cart. Of course, I need to do a lot of things. Get my little socket adapter. Okay. Get that fuel line off of it. I just had somebody else show up to pick up some equipment. Man, they've been running me ragged today. Get that off of there. Get this fuel line off of it. Fuel line's still like new. It's nice and flexible. Got to get me a 1/4 inch. Forgot to take that little bolt out of the top of that auto choke. And that tiny little bolt is a 1/4 inch. Now we're going to turn it. Voila. Now let's get on the workbench and we'll clean this carburetor up and put it back on, put some gas in it. We'll get this thing running. All right, guys, we're back. I had a problem with the original carburetor. On the original carburetor, the needle and seat would not seal. And I was completely out of the little needle and seat kits. And I was going to order some of those, and I'm like, you know, instead of ordering the needle and seat kit, you know, you get like 10 of them, you know, for $15, $18. But I decided this time just order the whole carburetor from HIPAA. So it's like 10 bucks. Brand new carburetor, ready to go out of the box. I also got on Amazon and got me the air filter. Remember the air filter? Whole box was missing. So I got this. I've got they send you a pre-filter, the air filter. They send you the front cover. I mean, they send you everything you need to put this thing together. It's funny though, they don't send you the bolt that holds it on. I'll have to find one of those. But we got a new carburetor. We got a whole new air filter system. So we're gonna put this back together. I got a new O-ring on the intake right here. There's just an O-ring for these carburetors. There's not a gasket, they use an O-ring. And I keep little kits that are basically just this O-ring and this little gasket. So I'll put a new O-ring on it. And this carburetor is held on by just 2 regular 3/8 head bolts. Nothing fancy. So I'm gonna hook the carburetor, throttle control to the governor rod sticking out here. And you just push it on there. It's got a little S bend in it. Hook it on like that. And you want to put these bolts in before you put the fuel line on, because the fuel line kind of keeps you from getting a straight shot at this with a socket. So I'm going to put this up here, start one bolt. I'm just doing everything I can inside the shop today because, man, it freaking typhoon hit here last night. It is unbelievable how much water is standing outside. And I've got 0 turns and riding mowers, and it's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so hopefully I can get some of that crap done tomorrow. Voila, and then put your fuel line on. I've already blown this out. Make sure the tank was spotless. Slide the clamp over. Trying to keep my hands out of your way. Put the clamp on right there. And we're going to put the auto choke back on here. Just want to drop it down. Whenever you take these auto chokes loose or put them back on, don't jiggle this around a whole lot or twist it or move it around. When you take it off, just take it off and don't move it around a lot. And then when you put the new carburetor on gently, just put it back on there, because you don't want this to get off that little arm in there, and you know, you're like, well, I wonder if it's messed up now, if it, you know, I need to take it off and look at it. But it's not moving as smooth as it should. Let me tighten this bolt down, see if that helps. It should move very, very easily. See, that's not moving like it should. This spring right here should pull that shut. There we go. It's just, I'm guessing it's just since it's a new carburetor, it's just a little stiff. Let me get some lube. When you pull this auto choke and pull it forward so the choke opens, when you let go, you want that spring to make it pop back shut. It should be no drag on that at all, man. It should just be very easy to move, and it is. So that's good. One thing I noticed, I didn't have any of the screws for this, so I had to go to my bolt tray over there and do a little digging and find a couple of bolts that would work. So this has an O-ring on it. The kit comes with a new rubber boot, but this boot's just like new. I'm not going to replace it. Slide that in there. This backing plate already has the gasket on it. So I'm going to put that in there and just get it started. I showed y'all my bolt tray in another video, and it came in handy a while ago because I needed these screws and I'd forgotten to pick them up. Of course, digging around in there looking for these exact screws that fix the exact threads. It's a little tedious, but here I am fixing it. I'm not headed to the store. That's nice and tight. Everything's looking good. Now, they did not send me the bolt for this, which is kind of odd. So let me go over there and find a bolt so I can put this on. This might be the one here. I found 3 of these screws. Let me see if this one will fit. It should be the same threads. Oh yeah, kick ass. Well, I don't have to go dig for one. Let me take these filters out of the package. So nice when you just buy the whole kit, air filters and everything. Alrighty. I'll put my pre-filter in there. Kind of funny that the pre-filter goes right there, even though the air comes in from the bottom. And I'm gonna put my new air filter in there. Turn it around, stick the little pegs in the bottom of the back plate. Stick it up here. Oh, my screw's not gonna be long enough. It's got the right threads, but it is not long enough, so I'm gonna have to go. I'll just leave that hanging there. Let me stop the camera real quick. Let me go dig around and find a screw that will fit these threads that's long enough. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I did find the screw for the air filter cover. It was laying over there on my workbench. Thank goodness, thank God I didn't go look for one for 20 minutes. But we're gonna put that in there. I figured it should have came with one, but I forgot I took the backing plate out of the plastic on the workbench and not over here. So we got that on there. Make sure the choke still moves real nice and free. Now this backing plate, this air filter housing that I ordered, it came with a primer bulb in it, but this thing uses the auto choke, so you don't have to do anything to the primer bulb. You don't have to block it off or plug it up or do anything to it. Everything will work just like it's supposed to, because the primer bulb, it shoots a little burst of air in there when you push it. It shoots air in there on top of the gasoline to push down on the gasoline to force it up into the venturi. The auto choke, it closes the butterfly, and the air sucking on the venturi from the cylinder will pull that fuel up through the center, through the emulsion tube. So you don't have to worry about the primer bulb stopping it from cranking. The auto choke will work just like it's supposed to. So we got everything back together. I'm gonna put the plastic housing back on top of it. Man, this thing, I usually wash these machines before I work on them when they're this nasty, but it's just been raining so much, I figured I would just fix the thing. I don't know if that's sitting down all the way or not. There it goes. Now, I should have a couple of screws in one of these bags over here. Yeah, here's the screws that hold that on. Wow, it sounds like it's raining again. All right. Everything's good to go. We just gotta pour gas in this thing. See if it'll crank. Another one ready to go out the door. Find my gas can. Man, it's a mess in here. Well, I don't see my gas can anywhere in there. It is. Right in front of my face. Just put enough gas in it. Put the lid on it. Okay, moment of truth. I think we're ready to go. Let's pull that rope, see if we just made some money. Runs like brand new. All right, she's done. Everything works. It runs, man, you couldn't ask for it to run any better than that. It runs perfect. The blade looks like brand new, so all I got to do, sometime before she picks it up, I go out there and pressure wash it, and once I pressure wash it, thing look brand new. But boy, it's a filthy pig right now. But she's ready to go out the door. And that's another one. I'm gonna write up a bill. We'll see what else we can get into.